Hello everyone, Cacti and Carnivores here, and today I'm going to be doing another plant log. I am a day late on this. I don't know why, but I just completely forgot on Sunday that I needed to do another one of these. I also spent the whole day at a beach somewhere, so even if I did remember, I don't think I would have gotten it down on time. But anyways, a lot of progress has been happening with our plants, or my plants. Not like huge stuff, but some cool stuff. The Christmas cacti are beginning, or continuing to grow. I'm not sure what they looked like last week, but they certainly are just massive compared to what they were before. They really did benefit from that repotting I was talking about. Oh dear. I don't know, I could use this as a cutting sometime. But anyways, yeah, like you can see here, tons of new growth. They're just pumping at it. This one, not so much, but it is looking nice nonetheless. Everything's going well. Oh, and guess what just opened? This new pitcher opened like a week ago, and it looks amazing. I'm really happy with this plant. Let's get it out. Wait, hold on. Might wanna. This may be hard, difficult. The way the plant is sort of shaped. There we go. So you can see just it's got a bit of a flared peristome compared to this one, and it looks amazing. Nice red, sort of a pink. You can see a lot of cool things going on here. Yeah, so this is a cool plant. The pitcher back here is taking a seat to death, but new ones are coming out. There are four leaves that have developing pitchers on them, and although they take like 3 months to develop fully, they seem like they're growing strong. So this one, yeah, just another Christmas cacti, doing well. Sundew seeds have failed to do anything. They kind of dried out a little, but let's look actually. I haven't quite paid very much attention to them. I'm not too... Oh, they're up over here. Wait. Right here. Oh, dear Lord. They don't seem to be doing anything. And I know Venus carnivorous plants tend to take a kind of a while to grow. I've had plenty of seeds in the past grow within like 3 or 4 weeks. These are like a month. But it really isn't normal for them to... It really is normal for them to take like a month or so to grow or even sprout, so that's about that. And my Venus flytrap flower stock cutting is looking good. I'm gonna take it out. You can finally see some new hold on, let it focus. Finally see some new traps. It isn't getting as much sunlight as I would like it to, as it's sort of in a little weird little spot where it gets the pot kind of shades it a bit more, and they are pretty much an outdoor plant. The reason I don't have them outside is because they're young, and this climate is not very forgiving to the adult plants. So I'm not gonna risk burning and committing freaking murder of 2 plants. Anyways, but yeah, that's all the plants here, and they're doing pretty good. Let's check up on the sphagnum. Alright, so I've taken a quick look. There's a fly. Oh no. Hey. Oh, dear God, did I just hit him? Oh, I hit him. Anyways, I'd feed you to one of my plants, but they're not really too healthy right now. Anyways, so sphagnum's actually not looking horrendous. It's growing. It is growing a lot, actually. The growth isn't good, though. It's sort of lying on the floor, kind of springy as usual. It looks like a... Oh, wait, that just looks like algae. Yeah, so I've been giving them more light. And they do seem like they're getting some thicker vegetation on them, but overall they're remaining kind of dead. Or not dead, but they're not growing too well. Alright, so we are outside in the backyard, and let's look at our plants, or I keep saying ours, it's clearly just mine. All doing well. Occasionally forget to water them on Monday. Today's Monday. Yeah. I'll water them after this video. So, yeah, I probably will just repot this one. I've said it like a billion times in the past, that like, oh, the root system looks kind of crowded on this one. Getting some weird sort of growth. I guess you can sort of tell when the plants weren't watered consistently. It's right there. Yeah, all of them doing decent. They're just plugging away. This one's got a nice dark coloration on them. A couple of new growth, little developing pads. That could have been a cutting, but I don't like doing cuttings with this one because there's just too many like nasty glochids, I don't know, kind of hairy spikes that like really get in your skin. They're actually worse to touch than these, because like if you get hooked, it's like a large needle, so you can pull it out. These, like, they just stick in there, and you just have to wait it out. So yeah, those are the cacti. Here's my Venus flytrap, the typical. It is looking a little sickly, and a lot of the new traps are a lot smaller than the older ones. They're like half as big now, and that's kind of concerning to me, but it doesn't bother me too much. I've had plants get really unhealthy in the summer, only to just kind of resume growth in the early spring, only to be kind of re-sickened by the heat. So I'm guessing that's what's happening. Also, they catch a lot of ants. You can see like just the corpses of several soldiers, like right there. They do not. And I know that even if they're not the healthiest or the most colorful, they are still getting their nitrogen fix. And I think, yeah, I cut back some of the dead growth. I cleared out this water tray. Last time I checked, when that lizard was in here, I just looked at it and it was just horrendous, so I cleaned it up. It's pretty much fully recovered from when I forgot to water it and it got all screwed up. All the leaves were wilting, so that's probably why it's looking a little sickly. But it's doing what it's doing. My other plants, I gotta say, I think they're recovering from the cooler temperatures a little. Excuse me there. Let's... Uh-oh. I'm kind of in an awkward position. Pardon for... Oh, dear God. So, Venus flytrap. It's finally got a fully developed trap on it with some color. Hold on. Like around here. Yeah. It's looking nice. This is one of its latest traps. You can see the stalk, or the pedial. Yeah. It's kind of twisted and weird. But it's a fully pretty big trap. Pretty nice. It kind of looked like this one, but then that little weird crooked like part in it just sort of evened out. So I'm guessing it's doing well. And this one also catches a lot of ants. But, you know, it's a pretty... I'm guessing it's a pretty big rhizome. It's got like, what, 3 plants? 5 if you count all the really small ones, which you probably should. And so, yeah. This one, I cut back some of the growth. It's not looking too good. On the mother plant, there's not a single developed trap that's working at all. This is the closest it's got. It's got these babies, but none of the traps really open up all the way. And that one isn't looking too good in the center. But, you know, it might recover like that one. And the maroon monster... Hold on a second. Getting some new growth. I think it's recovered pretty well. I cleaned back... with all of the Venus flytraps, I cut back a lot of the dead growth. Left some of the half green stuff so it could fully shrivel. And let's get a sunlight picture. Not picture, like a little sunlight shot. It's starting to get that maroon look in its leaves, which I really like. This trap's... Uh-oh. And there's the tag. This one's just about to open. You can see the cilia developing. It's got kind of a greener tint to it, and I kind of like the greener tint. This one, I think it caught something. It's been like closed like 5 times, so I'm surprised if it opens and just looks like a normal trap. And this one just opened, and it caught an insect in there. So it's catching food. It's looking healthy. It doesn't seem to be like as messed up about, like, I don't know, just the environment I grow them in as much as these guys. I may try to buy more like supposedly really vigorous Venus flytrap varieties, like a big mouth B52. I heard they're pretty good, with just like size, color, and vigor. And maybe a DCXL, but they're a little expensive. They're like $40, and I'm not going to pay a lot of money for a plant like that. The maroon monster was $30, and that's like the most I'll pay. But yeah, I'll do more. I'll see what I can do about the Venus flytraps. And the Sarracenia. Ooh, there's a. And anyways, it's looking good. It's getting more of a usual color to it. A lot of the really, really maroon, like dark maroon traps are kind of burning up, as you can see. And they're usually not as colorful as they were when I got them like this, this specific cultivar. It also, the sundew back here is doing amazing. Pretty healthy for one of the, out of all the sundews I've ever grown, which is not much. This one's like liking the heat. There's also a leaf back there. It's a little bit smaller than these ones, but it's still alive and kicking, and it's doing well. It was a lot smaller when I first got this whole pot, so yeah. You can also see some spider webs. Spiders like to screw around over here. I don't quite know why, but that's my Sarracenia. Everything's doing pretty good. Kind of wish my fly traps would figure out like how they want to be grown, because I have spent a lot of time trying to figure out what works, which is weird because people have just told me like, hey, grow them outside. And I'm like, okay, and then they look just horrendous, and I'm like, hey, they kind of look bad. Why is that? And people are like, oh, well, you're probably just not watering them. You're probably watering them too much, which I think is ridiculous. But yeah, I'm getting angry. I get really angry everywhere all the time. But anyways, so yeah, that's it. Pretty good progress, and goodbye.